you want to become a successful trader, we must leave yesterday where it belongs, behind us. Every day when I step into the trading arena, it's like hitting the reset button on my mindset. Whether I had a tough loss or a fantastic win, I don't let it cloud my judgment. There is no rush to make up losses or feeling invincible after a good day. Instead, we need to approach each and every trading session with a clean slate. It's all about making smart, calculated moves based on the current market, not trying to fix yesterday's mistakes or getting cocky because yesterday's successes. This is how we become successful traders. Hey there, Tamir from Fibonacci-Traders.com here with the daily market recap. Please hit the like, subscribe, share with friends, and without any further ado, let's see the charts. So let's see what SPY and friends brought us today. Doji on the SPY indecision 445.80 is the support. This gap at the 449 is still open. Let's see if SPY tomorrow can close this gap. Then we might get some kind of a pullback towards 445.80. Don't forget, CPI numbers coming up later this week. So tight your risk management, tight your stop losses, and prepare for both sides. QQQ heading towards this purple trend line. Now 372.20 is the support. This purple trend line will become a very tough resistance because it is a resistance for the lower highs since middle of July. As you can see here, here and over here. So prepare for a very tough resistance, breaking up and above 384.90 and then 387.20. With CPI numbers coming, we need to prepare also for the downside, 369. If 369 will fail to hold, we are heading towards 367 and 358. Dow Jones opened the day on the green side and then went slightly down. 347 now needs to hold, otherwise 344, and then back to this purple trend line. The upper purple trend line, same as the Qs, very tough resistance since beginning of August. Each and every time price reached, got rejected. Now, if you're a pattern trader, pattern seeker, you can see some kind of a cup and handle breaking above 351, and we are heading towards 356 and then 358. But embrace this, patterns are not reliable. Fibonacci traders, we follow price, use trend lines and Fibonacci levels to guide us for the next resistance to the upside and support to the downside, because we prepare always for both sides. IWM 184, very strong support as it was here. Now needs to hold, otherwise 182 to the downside. Below 182, in my opinion, 176. This gap will get filled. No long on IWM as I see it. But as you know, this is only my opinion. Always do your own due diligence. Never follow blindly anyone on social media. Bitcoin now broke below this red line. You know this red line because you follow me on Twitter and you saw previous videos in the past few weeks or so. Now looks like we are heading down towards 24,400, 24,500. Below it, we are heading towards 23,500 and then to this trend line over here. For now, if you look closely, we are in a downtrend on Bitcoin and of course on Ethereum. Also, you know this purple trend line, you know this red 1600 level broke to the downside. Now this purple trend line needs to hold a support, same as it did here, same as it did here. same as it did here, breaking below this purple trend line, and we are heading straight towards the 1370 area. All this area will become the next support for Ethereum. All this area. Below it, we are heading towards 12 and then 1000 to the downside. Overall, crypto land downtrend until proven otherwise. KRE, we have this trend line that helps us to identify that on the short term, since beginning of August, KRE, same as the IWM, downtrend, lower highs, lower lows, below 42.80, this gap at the 42.55, it's already filled. Below this 42.83, we are heading towards the 41.26. Long on KRE, only 2 or 3 days above this purple trend line. Oil, still moving sideways. In the past week, 85.70 is the support, 88.11 is the resistance. Long continuation only above the 88 towards the 91.30. Below 85.70, oil will retest this area between the 84 and the 82. Was a very tough resistance, so this area will get retested as support. SOXX trend lines are the true support resistance for price action. This trend line got retested, low of the day. This trend line is holding higher lows since October of 2022. Each and every time price of SOXX reached this trend line, bounced. Now let's see if SOXX bulls can bounce once again. First, closing this gap at the 502, then towards the 516. Apple, before we talk about Apple, I would like you just to take 1 second, hit a like, subscribe, share with friends. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss our live sessions. 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time each and every trading day, pre-market preparations, and 12 p.m. Eastern Time, we are going live midday market review, Q&A. So hit that notification bell. Apple still struggling to close the gap at the 181.30. 177 now is the support. Below it, we are heading towards this area of the 117, the 172. Amazon, bulls made a statement. Now we need to see if bulls can keep up this momentum. 140.80 to the downside is the support. It was a very tough resistance over here. Now needs to act as support. Long continuation above 143.70 towards, in my opinion, 152.40. We also can take trend line to help us identify where price is heading next. And as you can see, price above 144.70, above 143.70, sorry, it's heading towards this purple trend line. Nvidia struggling. Bulls of Nvidia are struggling to gain momentum. 451 holding a support. Daily close below it, and this gap will get filled, and this purple trend line will get retested. Tesla with 10% to the upside. 277 is the next resistance. Above it, 290 gap will get filled. But we also have this gap to the downside that needs to get filled, and price needs to retest this purple trend line from resistance to support. So don't be surprised if this gap will get filled. Bounce of this purple trend line before the next leg up towards the 290 gap. Meta finally breaking above the 305. Now next resistance is the 313. Support 300. Shopify bulls are trying with all their power to stay above the 63.30 area with an inside day today, because they know once this support area will get broken to the downside, this gap is next. AMD, nothing much. Basically moving sideways, but overall, downtrend since beginning of June. This trend line, the white trend line, helps us to identify that we are still in the long term. AMD is in an uptrend since October of 2022. 1 year of an uptrend. Now some kind of retracement, breaking below this trend line, and we are heading towards this trend line, this red trend line, to the downside. I'm looking for a break 2-3 days above this red trend line, then we will go long. Of course, once again, do your own due diligence. Never follow blindly anyone on social media to tell you what to do, what to buy, where to buy, what to sell. If you want to become your own indicator, check the links in the description below. We have the Fibonacci-Traders Academy playlist, 25 videos free. Before you take any other course, any other paid service, check it out so you will become a better trader each and every day on the technical side and the psychology behind trading. If you want to take your trading journey to the highest level, become your own indicator, stop following others to tell you what to do, we have the one-on-one mentorship live program available in English and in Hebrew, and the online program, same program but pre-recorded, also available in English and in Hebrew. Both programs will gain you lifetime access for support, guidance from me, only me, almost 24/5, except Saturday and Sundays, of course, and all Discord channels. We have a community of professional traders that will be happy to assist you on any question. Microsoft, 340 now, above 3, broke a few days ago, the 330 area, now at the 340. 340 is the 50% retracement. We have a downtrend, bounce, 50% retracement. Now 331 needs to hold the support. We had a doji, which means some kind of retracement might be happening towards the 332 area, and then next leg up towards the 344. And of course, all depends on the market reactions to the CPI numbers. Google holding above the 135.60 with a doji. Basically, Google is moving sideways in the past few days or so, almost 2 weeks of sideways move, 133.60 to the downside, 138 to the upside. We do have here this purple trend line that's holding as resistance for the higher highs. We have this purple trend line that's holding as support for the higher lows, breaking below this trend line, and we are heading towards 132, 131, and then 126 to the downside. Netflix, same, moving sideways, few consecutive dojis, which means indecision in the market about Netflix. And in the market cannot decide, we surely cannot decide whether to go long above 450 or going some short below 438 towards 428, and then this trend line once again. So I do hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please hit a like, subscribe, share with friends. Don't forget to check the links in the description below for more educational resources. Until the next video, stay safe.